From the Blackbird Studios in sunny North Cambridge, it's the Rave 10-minute podcast. And now, don't let him see you with a selfie stick. He'll shove it right up your ass. Rave X.
All right. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. Episode 5, kids. Who would have thunk that we would have made it this far? My name's Rave X. This is the Rave X 10-minute podcast. How you doing? So, this week's episode, top 5 things that grind Rave's axe. Yeah, things that piss me off, man. But we're going to keep it light, keep it funny. Why the hell not? We're all family here. First of all, let me just give it up. Big birthday wishes. Happy birthday to my announcer, T-Money. T-Money is, I don't know, he's in his 20s, so he can go fuck himself. Anyway, T-Money, happy birthday to you, man. Time of your life, kid. Fucking live it up.
Thanks, bro.
So, starting right off.
Number 5.
People with bad communication skills. Now, let me explain to you what I mean about this. When you're trying to plan something, you're trying to set something up, right? And they just don't know how to communicate on any type of basis, right? You're trying to do a music project. You're trying to meet them at the bar. You're trying to set something up, a barbecue, a cookout. You're texting them back and forth. They're not getting back to you. They act like they don't know what's going on. You invite them out somewhere. They don't tell you. They don't know where the place is. Then you're in the bar sitting there having a few drinks. Maybe you're at the bar having a few drinks, listening to the Money Making Rave X podcast. I'm just saying, if you're waiting at a bar and someone's late, just, maybe fire up the Rave X podcast. Give yourself a listen. Kill 20 minutes. But then they text you and they're saying, where's the bar at? Can you come out and meet me? They're horrible at communicating. Bosses with horrible communication skills. Guys, am I right? Anyone out there have a boss with horrible communication skills? They come to you. They come to your office. They act like they told you something that they never told you. And then they kind of look at you funny because you didn't know that something was going to happen. But, they've just got horrible communication skills. Women, a lot of women have horrible communication skills, man. I can't say it enough. And I'm not beating up on women because, here at the Rave X podcast, we love women. We love them all over their face, neck, and chest. We really do. But we've all had the situation with a woman where you're trying to talk to them and you're trying to get their perspective on something, how they feel, where they want to go out on a Saturday night. I had this problem last week. And they really can't. It's almost like they don't know the words to express themselves, right? They say 3 or 4 words, they stare down at the ground, and then they think I just explained everything to you. So, look, I could go on that, but, man, here's the thing. People who don't know how to communicate, I don't know where this starts. Maybe it's just me, but we really need to up our fucking communication game, man, because everything that's fucked up probably has to do with bad communications. So, guys, women, people, bosses, let's up our fucking game with the communication skills, all right?
Number 4.
This next one pisses me the hell off. When it's like 107 degrees outside, like the past couple of days, man, we've had some weather where I was looking at the computer at work, and it said 96 degrees, feels like 105. And you always get this dumb son of a bitch, and I say that with love, because Rave X loves everybody. I say this with love. The person who says, I like it when it's 107 degrees out. Oh, yeah, this is really good for me. And even worse is when it's fucking bitch-ass cold outside. Y'all know fucking winters in New England. We get those days where it's so cold, you start to, rethink your life decisions. Like, how the fuck did I end up back in Massachusetts? It's freezing. Cold as a witch's tit, as my grandfather used to say. Yeah, man. It's like -7 with the wind chill. And you say, oh, damn, it's so fucking cold outside. And they say something like, dude, you don't like it when it's -7 with the wind chill? Oh, those people. Are they serious? Are they messing with your boy Rave? They might be messing with me. I don't know. But I hear a lot of people say that, right? It's extremely hot. And they say, I like it when it's this humid. Or it's extremely cold, like beyond. Like cold beyond. And they say, nah, man, the cold. I grew up in the mountains of New Hampshire, and I love this. Hey, look, let me say this to all of you. The extreme heat loving and the extreme cold loving, let me say this. Shut up. I don't want to hear your opinion. Shut up. Because you're wrong. You're just wrong. There's nothing cool about being outside when it's like 105, and there's nothing cool standing out waiting for the bus when it's -7.
Number 3.
People who are bad at their jobs, man, and we've all experienced this. I remember going in the Guitar Center asking someone about microphones and shit. The guy works in the microphone department, knows nothing about microphones. I don't know how this happens, man. He works in the department that sells the audio, video stuff. He can't tell me what mic I need, and he has very little intel about anything. I'm asking him about cords, connectors, all these different adapters. He's like, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, but I love it when it's hot outside. Yeah, okay, buddy, I got your number. I got it. People at Dunkin' Donuts who mess up your coffee. It's the craziest thing in the world. You work at a place that sells coffee, and you mess up my coffee every day. So, yeah, there's that. I live in a building. There's property management. They call themselves property management, but you know what they do? They just mess up your life. They just shit all over your life. And it's almost like they wake up every day and they come to work saying, how can we make Rave's life miserable? I know what we can do. Let's do this. He'll really hate that. Yeah, people who are bad at their job, man, and you see it all the time. You know, the guy who drives the bus who sees you at the stop, but he doesn't stop for like half a block and you have to run. This actually happened to me, man. And I go and I get on the bus. It was freezing outside. And I look up at the driver and I'm like, bro, I was right there at the bus stop. And no joke, he says to me, your ass should have been ready. I was like 3 feet from the sign that said bus stop. So whatever. You're horrible. You're bad at your job. I don't know how these people continue to be employed. Jesus Christ.
Number 2.
This next one really pisses Rave the fuck off, man. This thing really grinds my axe, man. It's gotten better in current years. But the number 2 thing that grinds my axe, DJs. Ugh. If you ever flip through the paper, it used to be the Phoenix. We used to have the Phoenix or the Weekly Dig or whatever. You walk down Lansdowne Street or you walk down Mass Ave at all these bars and clubs. And you always see, like, DJ JoJo Money. And you're like, oh, really, dude, DJ? And you see a picture of these people. Like, there was someone in the paper. It was like, DJ Ming Ming whatever. And it was like this little 93-pound girl with her headphones on. And you're like, this person has zero talent. I'm calling them out. No, I'm mad now. I'm calling them out. They've got zero talent. There is zero talent in being a DJ. Now, back in the day, you're a DJ at a wedding. Somebody comes up to you. They want to hear Jungle Boogie, right? You got to surf through that crate, find Jungle Boogie by Kool and the Motherfucking Gang, throw it on the turntable on the 1s and 2s, cue up the other song so it's fading out. Right has Jungle Boogie's coming up. And then you got to keep it. You got to keep the train rolling. Back in the day, man, you had to cross track and fade like Jam Master Jay from Run DMC. All these people, DJ Eric B, all these people who would like seamlessly merge one song to the next, and there was skill to that, man, and talent. You had to be precise. Now there's an app on your phone that you plug in your phone or your iPod. I don't even know if people have iPods anymore. Everyone just listens to music on their phone. And your phone will, they hit shuffle on their phone. And when I hear Paris Hilton got $1 million for DJing at some club in Las Vegas, I say, you know what? That is a talentless gig, and they're bad at their job. Now, a lack of talent may not always translate to being bad at your job, but they're talentless hacks, man. If you know anyone who's a DJ, you hear them, they try to boost it up like they're like a celebrity. I was playing a gig. I'm a DJ. I was at New York. You're horrible at your job. If you could play guitar and if you could make good music, you would be doing that. But you can't. So you got an app on your phone, like what's it called, like Mr. DJ? Yeah. T-Money, how do you feel about DJs?
That is so JV, bro.
Well, for once, we agree.
Number 1.
So the number 1 thing that grinds my fucking axe, it was actually a tie, but I'm just going to pick one. The number 1 thing that grinds my axe, people on the train. or public transportation in general, people are out of their cotton-picking mind, man. You know, you get on a train, there's like 500 seats on the train, and some dude sits right next to you. Why are you sitting next to me? There's 500 seats on the train. Leave Rave alone. I'm over in the corner. Wherever there's a light out and it's in the corner, that's where I will be sitting, looking up video game reviews on my phone. That means I want to be left alone. The other thing is, too, when the train is packed or the bus is packed and the person stands up next to you and their face is like 3 inches from your face and you could smell their hot, terrible gum disease breath just in your face, and they're so unapologetic about it. Hey, how about this? Before you get on the bus or the train, pop a fucking breath mint. Don't do it for me. Do it for you, because I hate your guts. Everybody hates your guts. The guy with the advanced stages of gum disease, and you can smell his stupid breath from the end of the train. It's horrible. The other thing is, man, when it's a packed bus and you see a seat that you could sit in, but it's way down at the end, so you don't know, you might have to fucking escape from New York your way to this one lone seat that's all by itself way at the end. And I hate the person who's standing up near the empty seat, and you say, hey, man, are you going to sit down? And they give you some crazy thing like, I don't sit down on buses. Really, dude? That's what you're hanging your hat on. That's like your life's thing. You're the guy who doesn't sit down on buses. Oh, it's so horrible, man. Or how about this? The person who sits down on the inside by the aisle, right, on the bus, and there's an open seat next to them by the window, but they don't want anyone to sit in that seat. It's like they've claimed that seat, right? Like, I need 2 seats. I'm sitting here now. Oh, man, really? I should buy a car. I need to buy a car. Or a horse. I'll just ride a horse to work every day. Yeah, people on the T are out of their goddamn mind. And the person who is listening to music on their iPhone, but they don't have headphones, we've all experienced this, man. They're listening to, like, Beyonce's new album, and they're sitting on the T, they don't have headphones, and they're singing along, and everyone just feels uncomfortable. It's just horrible. Yeah, so there you have it, man. Top 5 things that grind Raves axe. Thanks for letting me vent, man. And, oh, what are we doing? Really? They're playing me off, man. They're playing me off. I hear the music. Anyway, my name's Rave X. This was the Rave X 10-Minute Podcast. Yeah, we're going to keep doing it for as long as they let us, man. Hey, do me a favor, man. You got a friend, you got family, girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever it is, share the Rave X podcast with them, man. Cut and paste it, send it to them as a fucking text message. Let them click on it and be surprised with all the amazing goodness that is the Rave X 10-Minute Podcast. And remember something. Sunlight is the best disinfectant. My name's Rave X, and I'm out of here.
That was the Rave X 10-Minute Podcast. Be sure to click like and subscribe. For new music and all things Rave X, go to youtube.com and search Rave X Music.